ask her to leave it and give her a treat. Hazy, leave it. Yes. So I don't pull back. I kind of give it into her. And if she does it again, good. Leave it. Yes. So she knows her leave it. We've worked on it. If you have a dog that continually grabs the leash as you're walking, good, leave it. Give them something else to do. A spin, good, or down. Yes. So you could distract them from what they were doing. So that's important when you have a dog that wants to mouth things all the time. Now, if I'm walking on the leash and the dog keeps grabbing it, I stop. Good. And I look at the dog, ask for its attention, and we keep going. And if he does it again, I stop. I ask for leave it, and we go. Leave it. Yes. She's doing this because she's bored. She's excited and she wants to go. And I really don't mind it when I'm training her. But a lot of people, when they actually walk their dog doesn't leave the leash alone. Let's go. Good. She knows when we're going that I'm going to have it be exciting. And so there's no reason to get the leash. Or I'll start throwing food at her, and so she can't take her treats and get her leash. So it's just something I don't allow when I'm walking. It's just, it's a non-starter from the very beginning. If you don't want your adult dog doing it when they're 110 pounds, don't let your 20-pound puppy do it when they're a baby. It's no good. And that goes for everything else. If you don't want them doing it when they're 110 pounds, don't let them do it when they're 20. So another bad behavior of Hazy's is off, jumping up. We've talked about that before. So she does know an off. And I started that with 2 feet on a chair and telling her paws up and then off. And she got rewarded for the paws up part and the off. And the off part. So she's still a puppy. She's only 8 months old. She still has to remind herself she's getting better at it and less of it going on. Now, something new she's doing is pawing a lot because she's been taught how to use her paw. Easy. Having fun. So if she paws, yes, I need to teach her an off for that. So if she gives that behavior, off. I tell her off. It's generally when someone comes over, she's excited and she does it. Easy, spin. So a dog that offers behaviors that are annoying is usually because they're bored and they want to go do something. Like right now, she wants to go work because she's really excited to work. So if your dog barks, for example, we've talked a little bit about that. If your dog incessantly barks, one, if they're 8 weeks old and they're barking, you want to startle. I startle, don't scare. If they're barking, I say stop. Okay, I did it for the leash for her, but I lightly grab the muzzle, stop. Stop. We're pretending that this is barking because she doesn't bark. Good, stop. So she stopped, she didn't reach back down for the leash, and I reward that, okay? With barking, you want to distract them with the toy. Go get a toy. Get it. Because guess what? They can't bark if they have a toy in their mouth. Get it. Easy. Well, or a leash. But get something that they want to play with and put it in their mouth. I've had dogs that want to grab an arm. They're very, very orally fixated. I taught them to grab a stuffy when someone comes in the house. So same can go for barking. Is if you have a dog that barks incessantly, teach them, go get it. And they have to go get their stuffy. Ready, easy, get it. But you get it. Is to go get their stuffy so they have something in their mouth. So get them Ackman. Ready, get it. She's too excited about the leash. We'll do the stuffy later. They're trained to go get something else. They have something in their mouth. If they're demand barking in a crate or behind an X pen, you can ignore it. If that doesn't work, I don't suggest spray bottles or shaker cans. They can work, but it's not what I would suggest. I suggest putting the dog in a place where giving them something they could do, like giving them a raw meaty bone. So when this is entertaining behind me. When I was training her to be alone, I would give her a big, fat, raw, meaty knuckle bone, put her in my dog run by herself, not with her dad or her mom, and leave for 20 minutes. to a half hour. And so she had something to do. Get in. So she had something to do that was super exciting, super rewarding, and allowed her to think that was something special. So she wasn't worried about that I wasn't there. I did that from a young puppy. A lot of people that are getting dogs right now, you need to do that as a young puppy. So your dog is used to being alone. Put them in a crate, leave, go to the grocery store, go get gas in your car. Get in. Sorry, I'm having to keep her occupied because we are the brain is going a lot of ways, and if I don't keep her occupied, she'll find things to do, as you can see with the leash. So those are a few bad habits that I wanted to address with puppies of this age, because they are completely getting independent and getting their little preteen brains going. So if they think of a good idea, they will do it, like dig a hole, which I put poop in when my dog digs a hole, so to discourage that. And hopefully they're not a poop eater, but usually they don't eat it if it's been covered in dirt. So just trying to come up with some different ways you can distract or redirect bad behavior, as we call it. But for them, it's not bad behavior, it's something that works. If they're chewing on something, they're doing it because they're bored and they don't have anything better to chew on. So think through that. If your dog's doing off, so she did not get she was going for the food. That's a lot of me is having the food right there, but she knows better than to jump off. So she's now going to sit in front of me, and I'm going to do this with the food. You stay off. And she can't demand it from me like that. She's a little demanding. She likes to do that. Good girl. So one behavior she has is still mouthing me. She doesn't bite, but she mouths. She likes to go in with her teeth. She learned that as a baby. So if I go to pet her, so see, her teeth are on me. No, leave it. Go to pet her. No, leave it. Good. She ducked her nose so her teeth didn't hit me. Good. Yes, good, Hazy. So I'm working with her on telling her what's acceptable and what's not. Still, this is still my crux with her is the jumping. But we're getting there. It didn't help that I did teach her to hug Deuce, because that's a jumping up in her mind. So food for thought. Think through what you teach your dog, because they'll continue to do it. If you teach your dog to speak, I taught a dog to speak once. He was never able to not speak. So I learned that I don't want to teach a dog to speak because I wasn't able to get the turn off button to work. So some people are, so that's good. And that would be the solution if you have taught your dog to bark, is to teach them to not bark and be quiet. But so there's a few little tricks and trades that I do with behavior challenges. Hope that helps. Happy to answer any questions. Please subscribe and check out Tagline Goods, a t-shirt shop that has some really cool designs for all breeds and all dog lovers and all dog sports lovers. Hazy, there's a few in there that Hazy loves. Her favorite one is Burning It Up. Yeah, she likes that one for Bernese mountain dog lovers. So happy training, enjoy, and hope you enjoyed Hazy's entertainment.